Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now.
Like it's not.
You ain't got nothing to say? Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop doing this. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. Crazy. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CO, start the show.
What up? It's a CL Show podcast. Behind the scenes is what we need to be doing.
Wow.
I am your host, CO, and my man Julio is here. Julio, what up?
I feel like I just got told I wasn't fucking manly. That's what I feel like.
And
Yeah.
the ladies are here.
Yes,
Julio
we're
feels like that.
back.
Gigi, how you doing?
Hey guys, I missed you, my CEO family, and I missed you too, viewers, give me a call, to text, ring, send me email.
back.
You know what I'm saying? It's been
Wow.
a minute. It's been a while, and I missed you.
You got your nails done. They like a little
She's been at the radio station
lime
for too long.
green.
Hell no.
Little razzle dazzle, you got to be unpredictable for the men's out here. You hear she
for the
ain't got to
what?
be unpredictable for the men.
No,
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey,
Let's
partner.
talk. Tiffany, welcome
caught that
back.
shit.
Yes, hello guys. I miss y'all very much.
What is she talking about the men's out here?
I don't know.
For the men.
I thought she was
elaborate.
taken.
I have
Right.
a man.
Okay.
So why you gotta be
This is
unpredictable for the
my
men?
man, but I'm saying for the ladies, as a podcaster, it's not always about you. You gotta
Oh, you
speak
speaking?
Oh.
You
the
speaking for the
people.
ladies?
You know?
Oh, next time you need to say, ladies, you know how
guys
you
should
gotta
know
do
that.
for your
As
men.
podcasters,
Does
this
your
is what we do.
fan base have like a name like the Beehive? Does it have a name like that?
My family, and then everybody started jocking it, but my family. That's what I said.
Nice.
Friends, fans, and family. They're my family.
friends.
Because I don't believe in fans. They're my family. So FANMILY. Family.
Okay.
But I'm here.
Whatever works, buddy.
Cute, ain't it? Cute.
Hey.
I should copyright that.
Who am I to shit on that? You sound like you worked on that for a while.
She was up late night.
I actually wasn't. I'm
Maybe
that
not
creative.
late night, but she sounds like she really is
Thank
married to that. So.
So this is what happens when we don't see each other for a couple of weeks. You gotta get a good roasting in. Like,
So, back to what I said. So, Julio,
All right, so
do you think that that's non-manly what we spoke of?
for a dude to say smack me, well,
No, the thing was, she feels like.
okay, so the topic of conversation a couple of weeks ago was name something awkward during sex or something like that, and I named a time that I was in the middle of it, and he placed my hands on his butt. But I'm trying to say it and describe it in a way because I was
Sexy.
so sexy. Maybe it was the sound of the ass clap. I don't fucking know what it was, but
Hold
it
on.
threw
Did he
me off.
place it or
Wait a
did he
No,
smack
he
it?
smacked it on his ass, like both of them, both hands, like and I didn't know what to do with
That's
that.
sexy as hell.
No, and then
Really?
he continued to wanted me to squeeze. Whoa, that's just too much for me. I'm
Bro.
sorry.
So, how do you feel about
I feel
it?
like none of this shit manly, but that's just me. That's what I
See?
don't
I'm
think
not
is
tripping.
manly.
Well,
Back to you, Bob.
initially when she said it, I thought she meant like he says, or he placed his hand on,
No.
or placed her hand
Hey,
on
he might
his
be
ass.
trying you to see how far you gonna go and
Exactly.
shit.
That, and I didn't want that whole bag thing. What the Gigi's okay with, coming over with the bag and then he can leave. But remember that?
The strap on?
Right.
See,
the whole
see
shit.
how when
What
somebody
the
in the hot
fuck?
seat, they always want to tie your ass into it. This is an example. I'm just chilling, relaxing on the podcast.
So
Bullshit.
dude,
Before
I think
we
it's
even
sexy to
started.
grip it as a woman. I like to grip my men.
See?
Sing.
Fuck
So-
that.
I like
shit.
that. I like the entrance.
That's nice.
I like
So
that. I'm
even
aggressive.
gripping doesn't work for you.
But I guess it was the way it was done because there is
Okay.
no.
It's sexy.
You
that
know,
now he
I-
wants some other stuff done.
It was the way it was done for me personally.
somebody brought a strap on in your house?
No, so
No,
they
we
brought up
were-
the situation.
We were
This is why
No,
you
talking
should-
about.
hell
Hold
no.
on.
Let's get that all the way clear. Hell no.
We
But they
were
made-
having the
yeah.
conversation of strap-ons, and if a man brings a strap-on to she calls it
night.
dick appointment.
Right,
Dick
a dick
appointment.
appointment. Correct.
He shows up, and I said, "What if the man shows up with a bag of tricks, and he has a strap-on, and he wants you to use it on him?" Gigi said she will continue with
dick
that
appointment.
appointment.
But I'm not using the toy on him. Y'all gotta specify what's going on. When you have a dick appointment, your
Well,
juices
for-
are flowing,
for us,
your
Gigi,
PP is throbbing, and you need to get that urge fulfilled.
For
So
us-
I'm gonna look at him like, kind of weird. We never used this before, so keep that in the bag. But let's finish what we had.
It sounds like you're willing to get there though.
There it is.
Right.
Hell nah, that mean I'm about to get this nut off, and you can go on about your day because you my
But
dick
Gigi,
appointment.
for us, if you're willing to even finish it without the strap,
You been doing it with the nigga with the strap. Why does it make it different than y'all
you
been
didn't
dealing
know.
with
What are
him?
you talking about?
Exactly. Exactly. That
That's
doesn't
what
change.
That's like the nigga got
saying.
AIDS and you find out you gonna
That's what I'm
continue.
Yeah.
You already fucked them wrong. This is the thing. That's the part. Oh
So
my
you
God,
gonna
probably
chance
already dealt
more-
with that person.
No,
This my
Gigi.
thing. If you
No,
already
hell
dealt with that
nah.
person,
Okay, we don't-
they're not
we
keeping
don't
it
wanna
real.
jump on
They're
Gigi.
not keeping it real. Y'all just not keeping
No,
it real.
we
That's
keeping
cool.
it real.
I'm gonna keep it real.
But that
if you
doesn't-
already been dealing, because people dealing with that right now and have no clue.
I
Okay,
ain't-
but what they're saying, or
Y'all
what,
have
from
no
what I
clue.
understand, what they're saying is that it's not tainted for you after that. It doesn't give you like you're still turned on after that.
It ain't about being turned on if you're a dick appointment. Like, y'all taking it way too deep. Like, if my husband
Okay,
came home,
I got
it's
you.
a dick appointment.
It's not a
Nigga, you coming here
relationship.
to fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not using that strap on.
Not-
Kind of weird. I'm probably not going to call you after this, but I'm definitely going to fuck. Keep it real, y'all. Hey, this Gigi,
And
this side,
Gigi
You gonna get
keeps
that
it
nut
real.
anyway. I got you.
Gigi
Anyway.
kept it real.
Thank you.
I don't think we're not keeping it real because we
Y'all
choose to not continue the situation.
I'm good on that. I'll just call another dick appointment. At that point, fuck
Oh,
that.
we're gonna talk about that next week when the dick appointment fails for a woman. Does she have a backup appointment?
of course
with?
Hell yeah, in Atlanta they got backup.
Yeah, of course. Everybody.
No, they got backup around the country. They fucking
Like,
like.
boys and girls.
Yeah.
Girl line, the boy
Really?
line.
You got boys
Anyway.
and girls
People
around
do.
the country.
Not me. I'm saying here in a letter.
And
Again,
as
I'm
a
a podcaster. Thank you. I'm speaking
Speaking
for
for
my
everybody.
sisters.
So Gigi's new thing is she's gonna blame all of her shortcomings on being a podcaster and say that I'm really just
Rip his mic
speaking for the rest of the women out there being a podcaster.
Yes.
All good.
That's my job.
If you say you're a fucking journalist on here, I'm getting them to walk out.
We didn't get to that in pre-production.
my God.
I showed up late. Anyway, okay, we had enough laughs. On to a sad note. Everybody knows DMX died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DMX was a legend.
big time.
Everybody loves X. You don't usually come across a human being, period, that everybody loves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
the only other person I could think of that really just does not have, well, Drake's kind of close. Drake has haters, but Drake's
could see
kind of
that.
loved by a lot
Everyone,
of people.
yeah.
I've
Race,
never
religion,
heard
yeah.
someone say, I do not like DMX.
DMX. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
just don't. Like, you have to, even if you don't like him, you have to respect who he is,
Yeah.
because
Right.
if someone comes to you authentic and 100% out in the open raw,
Themselves. Yeah.
you have to respect
You can't
it.
help it.
Even if you don't like it,
Absolutely.
you have to respect it. He died. Is it true that he has 17 kids?
I don't know.
To me, it don't
I
really
put
matter.
That past him, though.
It don't really
but
matter to me
I
because
knew he was newly engaged, though.
I seen the story like supposedly Jay and Beyonce
Yeah.
brought his masters back
Okay.
to give the, but I've on my Facebook page, it's fake, it's real. I don't give a damn either way. I think that's fucking dope, and it sounds like something they would do if they.
I
could
think
do
it's
it.
cool. I wasn't even going there with
So
it.
I'm
I was
sorry.
just more like, did he really have 17
They did
kids?
what to do what?
They bought his masters to give to the kids.
That was a
like
post.
like a
okay,
legacy
okay.
thing.
So they
Oh,
bought it
dope.
and then they'll own it.
They can
that's
make money off
amazing,
that shit
actually.
forever and ever and
Really
ever.
dope.
Yeah,
dope,
that's lit.
dope.
I guess I'm gonna be an asshole. That's not hard. Anyway, I'm just gonna say, like, we assume that everybody knows how to do business.
Right.
So let's say he has 17 kids,
Okay.
Okay.
and he has his masters, and they own it. The first thing niggas do when they own something and it has value, and
sell it.
someone died, sold to the first person who came.
But in this case, you can't sell without 17 other fucking signatures that are
Yeah.
adults, and
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
most
but-
of them ain't adults.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if everybody, well, one of them's a baby, so I'm guessing his mom, because his new fiance, the smallest child that I've seen and he has, they have a child together. That
Really?
young
The
lady.
fiance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they have
know
a child
that, yeah.
together.
Like how old?
Nice looking little boy. It was a really nice kid.
Yeah.
And I saw her Instagram because when I had saw a picture of her with him, and I went to her Instagram and he was on there with her. I was like, oh, okay.
How old is this kid?
The kid looks to be 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
He can't be more than 3.
Wow,
How old is Mozzie again?
2. It'll be 3.
Okay, yeah, he can't be more. He can't be too
Interesting.
much more than Mozzie. That's his fiance. When you have a masters, like you said, everybody has to agree
Yes.
on selling it. I'm pretty sure there won't be drawback about selling it if the number's high enough. Because when people don't have money, and I'm assuming they're not rich, because DMX probably was not the richest when
Right.
he died. And he clearly didn't own his masters if the word is going out that Jay-Z and
Right,
Beyonce
that they
was
bought it.
buying it for $10 million. That's kind of low for DMX Masters too. I would think DMX, as big as he was, 5 #1 albums, his masters would have to be at least 50, maybe 100. But I may be wrong.
Why do you think it was so low? Well, like, who holds that value? Who decides that
The
value?
who owns it? The company, whatever, Def Jam or whoever, Atlantic,
Does
whoever
it
he
have
was
something
under.
to do with the years that he
Right.
did go, when he did go #1 because it was like 90s, 2000s era, the times have changed? You think that got a little
That
bit
would be
to
a good
do
question.
with it,
I do
or-
not know the answer to.
I don't know. Wayne just sold this for like $100 million.
But Wayne,
The
is
only reason I
relevant.
think it
Yeah.
may not is because I think what's the older guy's name who's the producer who sold his masters for $100 million?
Producer.
Paul.
No, the guy.
Who, McCartney?
What's the Reed? What's his? I'm thinking
L.A. Reid.
L.A. Reid.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
L.A. Reid. I want to say sold his masters like a year or two ago, and that gave him the cash to do some other business he was doing. It's like $100 million, and I don't know if that was 100% of his masters
Okay.
or not.
But
I don't
also,
know.
he's on production too,
Yeah.
so that's a different
Yeah.
bag. I mean, he
Very
touching
true.
albums
Yeah.
Yeah.
with S,
Very
S, S,
true.
S, like
Very true.
200,000. You probably
But-
touched some shit.
Shout out to DMX's kids, man.
That's
I
so
was
sad.
just thinking to myself like, yes, I think that's a great move by Jay-Z and Beyonce if they decided to keep his masters. But I think that if you were just gonna sell like a small percentage of it just to get some cash, cool. But if you're willing to sell it immediately, I would just rather give them $10 million and call it a day
I
if they're
see
not
what you're
gonna
trying
keep
to
it
say.
anyway.
I see what you're trying to say.
Because it's like you don't really know if someone says, "Hey Tiffany, your uncle he died. He was this famous singer. I'm gonna pay $10 million for his masters." Who do you call? Like who do you
Right.
call and say, what's this worth? What's this value?
I
Right.
wish I was educated more because
Yeah.
it might be something like
Yeah.
Try to
just
find
'cause
an
they have
entertainment
it
lawyer.
and they keep it.
I mean, that's what I would think. An entertainment
Yeah.
lawyer would be the
Yeah,
best
so
route to go when you
there it
don't know
is.
nobody.
because it might like what is it called compound as the years go on. So maybe them keeping it
I
is a
think
good
as
thing.
it gets used in movies
Yeah.
and
See?
stuff like that,
And,
like
and you gotta
streaming.
think now that he's dead,
because that
Oh,
party
it's
up,
going up.
that
It's going to
party
go
up, that party up song is definitely.
So you
going
think
to
if
be
J
used
and B
throughout.
kept it, they would have added more value to it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know that they would have added more value. I
He
think
just-
that if the kids, if they gave it to the kids, bought it $10 million, gave it to the kids. If the kids said we're not gonna sell it, we're 100% ownership. If they wanted to go sell, if let's say it's worth $100 million, or let's say it's worth $10 million. If they said, well, let me go sell 20%, we need $2 million. Someone may overpay for it just because it's DMX and they just really want to own a piece of DMX's match. Like that happens a lot with white boys. White boys will buy your shit and overpay for it just to say
He owned it.
I own
Yeah.
a part of DMX's
You don't think celebs
match.
are gonna jump on this opportunity?
I don't know. It depends. Like if that's a true story, and we don't know. Like
Yeah.
I
I
got
gotta do more research on
I
this.
seen
It's
a
good
couple of
topic.
people outside of Julio post it, but that's social media. That's how it goes. I agree with Julio. If it's a real story, I think it's a great opportunity. Jay-Z and Beyonce seem to always do great work to help other people
Yeah.
out.
Hell yeah.
They do. Like to make people millionaires who are already like to get people millions of dollars who even if you already got millions of dollars, like most people don't call you and say, "Hey, Gigi, I know you over there doing your thing. I got a business opportunity. I'm gonna make you money. All
Come
you
on.
gotta do is just come over here with me and
Yeah.
ride with me for a couple of years.
Yep.
You're gonna make big money off of it.
Yep.
Like that's not something most people do. Like
Got
most
that right.
people,
Very true.
especially in our community, most people hold the information.
Very true.
That's usually like some like white people do that for each
Very
other.
true.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Actually, every community outside the black community does it. Asian, Latino, everybody but us
But
will
us.
share with each other.
Yes.
Don't get me started.
And look
on
out
that.
for each other.
Very true.
Don't get me started on that. Anyway,
Come on, get started.
excuse me. The Lord don't want me to get started on that.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, we bringing the Lord into this now.
That's why I'm
Derek
choking.
Jackson.
It was that real.
Mr.
y'all.
R.
That's
Kelly's
that
gonna bring the
real.
Lord in here.
Please don't get me started on Derek Jackson. But R. Kelly, my dog. Anyway, that's a
here
whole
you
nother
go.
story.
Derek don't
Gigi,
count.
R. Kelly's getting out soon. What do you think? Anyway.
Send them back.
Go to hell.
Send them
So,
back.
so DMX died. I know we're running out of time on this first segment, but we gotta talk about this right quick. Young man, 20 years old. He's 20, right? In Minnesota.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Gets killed by a female police officer.
Yeah.
I don't know her race. Maybe you all do.
I
Maybe
do
you can
not.
fill me in.
I
I
don't.
do know it's a female.
better
And
hide.
another officer basically did a press conference and said, "Hey, She did not mean to do it. She meant to
Misfire.
reach for her taser and reach for her gun. I am not well versed in where police hold their tasers.
I can.
I'm not well versed, and Julio can help us in where police hold their taser and their gun.
It don't feel
I was
different.
gonna
First
say,
of
a taser
all,
don't have a trigger.
even if you put it on the same, it's all on what you prefer. And I'm pretty sure they make them keep it on the opposite side. And I'm speaking from, I used to do law enforcement in the Air Force. Now, when you pick up a loaded gun, after you've done it so long, you know what a loaded gun feels like, or have some idea versus something that is not a gun.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is way too light. I know I can't speak from the heat of the battle thinking I'm about to die, pulling it. So that's a different type of adrenaline. But training's supposed to kick in, and you should be able to tell the difference. A trained cop can pick up a gun and tell you, this motherfucker got some ammo in it. It don't, if they're used to using that weapon.
Okay.
So that bullshit, they shouldn't have been on the streets if they could
wanna
not
know
tell
what it
you
looks
what a
like.
loaded gun
There it
feels
is.
like to pick up.
Why the hell you out here trying to protect?
If you that fucking scared, stay the fuck home, get a different fucking job.
Do
You
paperwork.
sign up
You
for
say
this
it
shit for free.
do the paperwork?
I'm just
Well, I
saying.
will say the video I was watching maybe a month ago where the kids got to fighting right at TSA before they went into
That's
I
security.
seen that
Gun
shit.
looks
That
like.
was fucking dumb.
That taser looked very much shaped like a
a
gun.
gun. No, I
Like-
just looked it up. That's what I was just looking at. I just
So
wanted
she's
to,
pulling
yeah,
it
I
up.
wanted to see.
And that's what I was
it
trying to
looked
explain to
like.
people earlier. The new taser looks very much like a gun. So for me, the weight of it,
It's the weight of it.
like if you talk about the weight of it, I don't know that it's far off from a gun as far as the
I
weight
can
of
understand that. Now looking at the picture, I
yes.
get it. Because to me, a taser has a whole different shape. I didn't know that they had it shaped like.
it. Yes. The initial
yeah.
taser is what people see that you can purchase and carry around in
Right.
your purse.
Thing that- yeah.
Like I know from that video watching him, he was holding that joint like a gun, and I know it was shaped
I
like
can
a
tell
gun.
you, if
Interesting.
you pick up a Beretta, a 9mm Beretta, or a Glock, when you pick up a Glock at Square, you know you picking that bitch up, and it's way heavier than what the fuck a taser is. You're not even gonna get me to believe you.
So
did
have you
not know.
held the new taser?
Taser doesn't have the same weight. There's no humanly possible way a taser holds the same weight based
oh,
on
no.
how it's
that
constructed.
taser put them 4 boys down at one time.
It might can
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
they did. In the airport. Yeah,
That
they did. Yeah, they
motherfucker-
did.
Like I've never seen a taser strike 4 people at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it literally
It
put
did.
4 people down. And I'm like, I've held what police officers use, and I've held a regular taser. Never held that new one that guy had in that video. And I don't know, like the lady could be covering up. We
Clearly.
the problem with the whole
And does it look different? Does it have that yellow thing on it? Because if it do, that's a dead ass giveaway. 'Cause
if he
whether
was
you thought
holding it,
or not,
if he was
soon as you
holding
see
it as
the yellow
security in the
strip-
airport, I'm pretty sure a police officer has something similar to what he was holding. I wouldn't think that they would have something less than what the
Right.
security nigga at TSA had.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, those
but
are
and
cops.
I'm not giving her that's a cop.
That's a
Thank
cop. The
you.
one, if you see a taser get
Yes.
pulled in the thing, that's a real cop.
That's a real
oh,
cop.
there you
Either
go.
that's an armed TSA agent or a
Yes.
regular police officer. Either way, in Atlanta.
And I'm not giving her bail. I'm just saying to you, I can see how, and in the heat of battle, and like you said, if
When
you
the
really
adrenaline is
can't,
going.
when your adrenaline is running, if someone running here right
Right.
now, like we don't expect it. Like we
Yeah.
don't. We're sitting in here podcasting.
Right.
Fine. If someone comes in here and Julio has something on him, I don't know how fast Julio responds
Right.
to a horrible situation like that. So I don't know how he's going to respond. I will say that the question that was asked to me earlier, which is a great question, was how often do these accidents happen with white people?
There it is.
Like how
Rest my
often?
case.
Now I know more of them because there's more white people in this country get killed by officers than black. It's just a number. There are more of them. We don't get to see it as much, and we don't see it as much. But I'm tired. But it don't be the same situation. How the hell they can go out and mass murder people, 10 people or more, and safely get brought in? We can't shoot one motherfucker and come in safely. I'm talking
We
about
can't even run
weapon.
away from 'em.
We can't even
We can't
stand
even run
still and
away
say
from
I ain't
'em.
got shit on me. I can't breathe, and you stop fucking choking the shit out of me.
Was there an actual video of this shooting? I didn't get
They just released it today.
I
Damn.
didn't get
Wow.
to see it. So what?
So the
what?
body
Paint
cam
me the
worked.
scenario. It was
I-
a traffic stop.
It was a traffic stop because they said he had an air freshener in the car. I don't know how that ties in, but some kind of way that kept coming up. People were saying, "Oh, he has an air freshener in the car." I don't know how the fuck that plays a part in any
I
of
know
it.
he had a baby. It's so disheartening.
Yeah.
Even
I didn't
He
wanna-
had a warrant.
I want to say this. I'm tired of looking at him, so I didn't even go looking for it. It was like my wife asked me to watch the show Them, the new one. Lena
Oh
Waithe
yeah,
came out.
yeah.
What is up about that?
I
I'm
heard
getting
about
mad
that, yeah.
reviews.
It's about black people moving into Compton before there were black people in Compton.
Okay.
And they do everything to get them out on a Jordan Peele type feel. And I didn't want to watch it because I'm tired of
Yeah.
I need a break.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hear
Like,
that.
I'll probably
Trauma.
watch it another 2 weeks. Yeah, I need a break from that trauma.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to look for his video. I'm tired of seeing young black
I hear
people
that.
get killed.
I hear that.
It's
And
good.
then right in the midst of this whole trial too, where it's almost like the victim is being tried. As opposed George Floyd, as opposed to the cop that actually
Yes.
killed him. You
Yeah, this
know,
ain't the George Floyd. This ain't the George Floyd trial.
Right, it's not the George Floyd trial at all. It's all I keep hearing is that man is George Floyd. It's like it's not his trial at all. Why we keep talking about his criminal background or anything of that sort, or what he had in his system? I don't could give a damn what he had in his
Right.
system. Wrong is wrong. He shouldn't have been on his neck for 9 minutes. It's just what it is.
That's what it is.
Once you got him on the ground, in all honesty, if you got him on the ground and you got him a certain way with handcuffs,
Yes.
y'all could hold down Shaq if you wanted to. If he was in the right position. Now kicking, you can't stop a man from kicking.
Right,
But he
right.
wasn't kicking. Like, bro, get up off his neck. You like that's ridiculous.
You know, there's a lot of moving factors in that whole scenario, but one that really stuck out for me as far as the trial is concerned was that 19-year-old clerk that he received he got the $20 from George Floyd, and he left the store, and the owner of the store was like, go get that money, go get the $20, this is fake, go get it. So he went outside, he attempted to get the money, and kind of just brushed him off. George brushed him off. He came back, he was like, I'll give you the 20, he's not giving it to me. So at that point is when it got more aggressive. Okay, call the police. So the 19-year-old got the clerk is like, I have PTSD because of it, like I'm having to go through therapy because of it, because I could have been the person to make sure that this didn't happen. Had I just given him the $20, had I just not called the police, then what would have happened then? So he's really going through his whole
Psyche.
is completely fucked. And I could only imagine this being highlighted so much for the public, and then you knowing that you could have made one move
Yep.
that could have changed.
Well, it
the
ain't
whole
him. It's on the owner of the store who's
Yeah,
over
I
it.
mean,
Yes.
but get that as
I get what
as
you're
a
saying.
clerk,
He's taking it on himself.
Yeah,
I got
absolutely.
But at the end of the day, when it's just to protect and serve, that's what we are expecting. And for them
Absolutely.
to take it to
Yeah.
a whole nother degree, however they may have felt, because in this life, you might feel wrong. I might not feel
Right.
wrong if somebody do the same
Right.
exact thing to us. So you have to respect how they might have felt. But for the officers who are here to protect and to serve us,
Right.
that's where it
I
lies.
agree.
Like, that's where... That's what we was fighting for. That's what we was marching for. I want to be treated like everybody else. You wouldn't have did that to the average Joe. Don't do that to George Floyd. Don't do that to my sons and my son's sons. That's all
And
I
they're
ask.
also ignoring the fact that they actually knew each other.
Yeah. Yes.
They knew each other in
So
a
it's
nightclub.
other
There
beefs,
was
other
all- there
intentions.
was-
They were
there
bouncers.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But he was a bouncer.
It was
so
personal.
Absolutely personal. Absolutely
It
personal.
was personal.
Black Lives Matter, and that's all we
And
need.
speaking
to know.
of,
No, we're not gonna speak of that. First, I want to say, as black people, black men, even dating back to the young ladies who killed that guy recently when
Yeah.
they tried to the
Yes,
Uber Eats
in the
driver.
car.
yeah, in the car.
We need to have the same energy for ourselves
Yes.
when we do things
Yes.
as we do when cops do things
Yes.
to us.
Yep.
And that's not bailing a cop out. That's not saying anything other than hold ourselves accountable. And
yes.
as simple as that.
Agreed.
And speaking of Black Lives Matter, coming up in the next segment, the young lady, her name is Patrice. She has to be a nice lady. Her name is Patrice. She probably got
Say what?
groceries in her refrigerator and stuff like that. Anyway.
Nice wholesome woman. Nice wholesome
Nice
woman.
wholesome woman. She
Nice
probably,
wholesome sugar
probably
bear.
cook pork chops on Sunday and stuff like that.
Stupid.
She keep her hair done with the little curls.
Oh, she don't eat pork?
Nah, she keep the
She
rollers
vegan.
in. She got the rollers in till it's time to hit the streets. I know
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna
right,
talk about
Patrice.
Patrice coming up in the next segment and her Black Lives Matter participation.
All
Coming up,
right.
we are back. Patrice Cullors, who is the co-founder of the New York City chapter of Black Lives Matter, is under fire from people close to her who have basically stated the funds that we have all, not we, because I ain't doing
I
that.
ain't giving you
honest.
shit.
I'm gonna be real.
I ain't giving you a
I
dollar.
ain't gonna say I ain't giving you none. I'm gonna tell you I ain't did shit so far. Anyway, but
I can
the
tell you I ain't
funds
did shit.
that people have given with their hard-working money to Black Lives Matter have been said to be misused by Miss Patrice, allegedly, to buy a home. It was a $3 million, $4 million home, something like that. And Gigi looks like she might have given money to Black Lives Matter, or
I
still
haven't given money, but I definitely am an advocate. I feel like I belong. We was out here protesting and fighting along for
How
the
do you
cause.
feel about the young
that's
lady taking that
hurtful.
money?
That's hurtful.
That's hurtful.
And that again, that's that part where it comes to like, remember how like HBCUs, you know how we talk about this, how they're frowned upon because people will donate to betterment. You know, they be like, people forget about the HBCUs, the black colleges, and people do donate. But then President Bianca then took the money and then ran off and then bought her another college or then did this and got her mansion and living lavish and doing, and that is that part that I frown upon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it comes with, I hate to say it comes with black people sometimes.
We
when
just
we get
talked about
organizations, when we
being
do certain things, like, unfortunately, that's sometimes what happens. And I see it a lot with HBCUs. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like, oh, I'm just so surprised. I'm not
that sucks.
surprised, and it sucks. But damn, I did hold you to a pedestal.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
How old is
So,
this
that's
woman?
fucked up.
I don't know. She looks like she's probably in her early
30.
40s,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
late 30s.
I'm gonna go with 40s, damn near 50s.
Whoa.
But still,
I'm just about to go off the picture. Don't get mad at me.
What the point I was getting to is that you should fucking know better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel it,
She's saying that she didn't take a salary up until recently when they told her she had to because of the funds being given to Black Lives Matter. And she's stating that she signed a deal. I do know that with where's it at? She signed a book deal with Warner Brothers Television Group.
Okay.
And she's saying that's where the money came from to
Okay.
purchase homes.
Okay. Well,
So-
innocent until proven guilty.
Well, it'll be hard to follow that bread. I'm gonna be honest with you, especially if she's telling the truth and they're making her take it. I think it would be pretty. If she has actual funds, it's only difficult to hide funds if you have no money coming in from somewhere else.
There it is.
Like that's when people
I
are
understand
like,
what you're saying.
"Nigga, you
What
know
are
you was broke."
doing?
So
Yeah.
she's bringing up all these opportunities that could potentially be bringing
Well,
her
opportunities
in money.
that she's already signed.
Signed.
So money that she's
Smart.
already brought in. She's saying she didn't use that money. She used that money. But for me, I'm looking at it like if someone said you had to take a salary or a check from Black Lives Matter, you're required to. Who gives a fuck what you spend it on? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
if you bought Lambos, I don't care.
Now,
if
I'm
you-
wondering how it even came out. You know,
I know
and it
how,
sucks
because in the
she-
black community, we also hate on each other.
Oh, I
So
can
they
tell you how
probably
it
like,
came out.
dang, Patricia Lee hard.
I can tell you
Damn,
how it
Patricia
came
got
out.
Somebody
nice
wasn't
ass
getting
hair.
paid.
Somebody didn't get
Damn.
paid in office.
That's-
Hold on,
sucks.
wait. How long Patricia been here? How she move up to president so fast? Wait a second here.
That's fucked
They
up because she
count your
could very well be
pockets.
doing awesome things, great things,
Yeah.
and
What-
is being compensated for her time and her efforts
And her book
work
deal.
and all
So
of
she
that.
might be innocent.
And now there's a negative
She might be innocent.
look on her name,
Well-
you know, and that really fucking
That
sucks
sucks.
because
now
I'm-
she gotta go donate it back.
right, you know.
Why do we hold ourselves as black people to a higher standard than that? Here it goes. There are so many different CEOs that run different foundations, nonprofits. They get paid $700,000 a year, $500,000 a year.
Right.
You worrying about what she doing? Why you ain't call out the one who run
Paul.
where you drop off clothes, the Salvation Army, whatever, any of those.
Can I be honest? Because they do it a little differently and they don't get caught as much. Like they
Well,
don't
white people
get caught
take
as much.
care of
Black
themselves.
people,
Yeah.
black
And
people go to over and beyond. They're gonna do too much. They're gonna take $3 million
and then here it
versus
goes.
100,000.
You
A white
weren't out-
person gonna take the 100,000 and
I don't
make it
think
do
you
what it
out
do.
there protesting for Black Lives Matter. You out there protesting for Black lives that matter.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about
Yes.
your organization. I give a fuck about the
The
people sitting
people
at
that's
the table.
here. Exactly.
Good point.
Exactly.
I support that.
But black people, we don't look out for each other. White people do, which is why R. Kelly could be brought up right now, but we won't
Oh
do
my
it. Gigi, how you doing today?
today?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of a black life that matters.
Fine, none.
Black men matter. Black women matter.
He
It
does
is-
not.
Ain't nothing wrong.
No.
See, that's messed up. Man.
His
with a
music
little
matter.
bumpy.
Not
Thank
him.
you. I'm glad you said that.
Only his
anyway,
music matter. Not
Speaking
him.
of people who have music and they're trying to do great things for the world, my guy Usher.
Usher.
He partied in a strip club the other day.
Yeah.
Drop
Everybody
some
know
herpes
Usher
on a
got
bitch.
bread. You don't think Usher got
Wow.
bread? You a
Drop a
damn-
herpes on a girl lip.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey, I ain't never getting sued.
Allegedly.
He paid off, right?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure.
That went away.
So I'm
She
pretty sure
paid
she got
off,
back.
Like
Yeah.
that
She
herpes
took
bump
a-
on his lip.
She took a loss.
She took her herpes.
If they
and
decide to
check.
sue, it's not me saying this shit.
But yes, they said the strippers in the strip club that Usher was at basically said instead of paying them with real money, he was throwing dollar bills with his face on it.
Oh I'm done.
But you know what? They do that at Magic City for Rick Ross already because there was
Okay.
such a crazy amount of money on the floor that people were starting to take it, right?
Uh-huh.
So what they did was whenever Rick Ross would come in, he would, okay, give me 20 stacks. So they would take his money and give him Rick Ross money. So there's no
20 stacks.
value outside of the club.
So he's really paying them $20,000.
Correct.
But
Oh, that's
he's just getting it.
smart.
Yeah, so that there's no so regular patrons like you and I, we wouldn't be able to walk out.
Yeah.
But in Magic City, that money, that currency means something. It just holds no weight outside of that. But they've
Listen,
been doing that at Magic City for
If
quite
I'm
some
a
time.
stripper, I ain't
Real.
dancing in Monopoly money. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Ma,
If they're
shut
gonna
it up.
exchange, if they're gonna
Nah,
exchange it,
it's
I'm
to
wiping
protect
my
you. It's
sweaty
really to
ass
protect
off
them.
his face.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, it's really to protect them. So I'm with that. That's actually
absolutely.
smart.
That is
Well,
smart.
they
Smart
don't look
as
to be
hell.
too happy about it because they thought the money was real until they found out it was fake, and they're like, "Nigga, you owe us some bread." It wasn't no even exchange. He
That's
gave
probably
us
the
real
club's
money.
fault.
Or
Back
the
to
club
black
got
people
paid.
stealing the money.
Right.
Back to black people stealing the money.
Because let's be honest, what strip club, what establishment are you going to allow any celebrity to come in and throw fake money in the air? Like the whole point of
Exactly.
you coming in here is to put money in the air. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's to put money in my establishment, not
Yeah.
to
So
fake
somebody
this
knew.
shit.
Somebody knew the real
You
thing
know what
that
it
was
is. They
happening.
better get mad at
Absolutely,
that
and they fucked
club.
up. Yeah, because again, Rick Ross had been doing this forever at Magic City. This is something that I've known for years now.
This is
That's
the reason
smart,
I ain't
though. I
gonna
like
be a
that.
celebrity and throw money in the club. I'm just saying, you ain't expecting me to do shit. You
Julio,
expect me
you
to pay?
gonna turn up, man. My wedding, y'all gonna turn up. We're gonna go to a strip club. We're gonna do all that stuff, like at the end, the reception, blah blah, the after party. I just need y'all to get ready because we're gonna turn up as a family. As a family, we're gonna turn
Hold up,
it
you're
up.
going to the strip club after the
After?
wedding.
We doing it big, baby.
I'm gonna send you
We
a
doing it
gift.
big.
I'm gonna send you
Oh,
a
you gonna come see
Oh,
y'all.
Yo, it's
no, I'm
fronting
not.
like that. Yo, you like this
definitely gonna
club.
come
I'ma
on the
send you a
private
gift.
jet because I'm gonna send everybody to Maldives. We're gonna be turned, y'all. We just gonna be turned.
Yeah, I'm glad we have
Why
this
you
recorded, 'cause
balling like
I
a-
want
we
my
balling
goddamn
along with
Maldives
you?
ticket,
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get flued
That's why I'm
out
working so
by
hard.
Gigi.
She goes, I ain't say Maldives. I said Miami.
No.
I said the mall in West End.
Maldives. You heard it live. You heard it live.
Maldives.
okay.
I'll take a free
All right,
trip. I
let's-
don't even know
hell
where it's
yeah.
at.
It's out in the
I
middle
can
of
give
the
a
water.
damn.
Asian
Let's
man.
go.
They got them huts over the water. I want
Yes,
one of
they
them.
do.
Yes, I
that
love
blue
it.
water.
Isolation. Let's do it.
Yes, honey. We gonna make
That's
it.
on the bucket list.
I'm
They're
not
in
gonna
Bora Bora.
forget, Gigi.
I'm
Don't
not.
play with me now.
I'm not, girl. That's
Okay.
why this wedding.
Be at the airport, your ass don't expect it with my bag packed. Sweetie, she getting this on
For
here.
real. Shit.
You and wifey, that's it now. I can't do everything.
We good. We don't want to bring
Honestly,
them.
You
I
know,
only
the plus
got
one
just
always
me.
bring a plus
Nah.
one.
It's just
Plus
just
one.
I.
The family, not no other plus ones. Just the family.
You bring his
You
wife,
and your
can't he?
family.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
said
I
that.
You and your family. Yeah.
She's talking to the kids. You ain't got to worry about us bringing
I'm talking
them.
about the kids. Don't be doing
Shit.
me lunch. I make me sound like the bad guy.
Hell no.
I'm talking about my neighbor coming to you. No.
Fuck no. I don't like them that much.
So let me say this. You getting married? Like when you propose, right? You did propose, didn't you?
First time it wasn't as no.
Oh, shit! Everybody to show it. No, I'm just
Let
joking.
me explain. The first time I did it, we weren't planning on even getting married at the time. I was contracting in Kuwait. In order for her to stay with me in Kuwait, because I wanted them to come over, we had to get married.
Oh, okay.
You can't stay in a house with a woman in Kuwait without being married. So that shit was not fucking romantic. Hey, let's go get married.
Oh, love after lockup.
Yeah. And then
Girl, that's why I'm gonna have to tell my nigga we gotta go to Kuwait.
later I actually really did propose.
I might have to do that.
And we're planning on doing a 15-year
We might
party.
Go to Kuwait, baby.
But yeah.
He just gave us.
Why wait? Let's go to Kuwait.
Why wait? Let's go to
Why
Kuwait,
wait?
baby.
I booked the
Okay,
flight to
so
Kuwait.
I guess a guy proposed. And they
Oh,
said he
yeah.
gave the lady 5 different ring options.
He gave her.
That was awesome.
options.
That was pretty dope.
That was the most fly ball shit I've ever seen.
Fellas, let me
Gucci
give you a
go,
tip.
woo, woo.
Take her to the store. 5 options, 10 options. They got plenty of options.
I'm sure he didn't buy all of them. I'm pretty
Nah,
sure
he
it
probably
was
worked
a
out an agreement.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
agreement for sure. But
Well,
the
he probably has
idea
his
that
own
he
jeweler.
gave her the options, going to, and I wouldn't even be mad at that. Going, pick out your ring, that kind of thing. But the idea that you picked out 5 of whatever it is that you picked out and gave me an option to which one I want.
That's bossy.
That's boss shit, man. You about
But
to get this
also,
pussy
it's
up, down, and
romantical.
through this goddamn
It's
helicopter.
also romantical when he come with the one that he feel like he took his time, he knows you, and this
Yeah,
is beautiful.
I mean, that's cool.
So that's
What do you
romantic,
do
too.
if a man
I
shows
would never
up,
shit
you
on
love
that.
him,
I would never shit on
and
that.
he has one ring option, but you hate it?
I love him.
So you
Fuck that
rocking with the ring.
I would take a fucking ring pop if I'm in love with you. That's how gangsta I am.
Ring pop,
Y'all
Tiffany?
quote me on that shit.
I've taken a ring pop, so yeah.
I'll take a fucking ring pop if you mind. You
Mine.
mind? I'm
I
yours.
say when I got married, we didn't have an
I'm a ride
engagement
or
ring
die.
initially.
See, I'm
We
a ride or
didn't.
die.
So was it a money thing or?
For us, it was a money thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was very gun ho on, I want to get you what I want to get you, on what you want, that kind
Right,
of thing.
right.
But
But it's
yeah.
the love.
yeah.
It's
So
the love, man.
I understand that completely.
Thank you.
That was dope because a lot of females on social media will make you believe you got to show up with that
I
rock.
mean, but it goes down to the character of that woman.
Yeah.
So that varies.
Oh,
from
I
person
don't
to
believe
person.
them sluts and thoughts. I'm just telling you what
Yeah.
they say on social media. Because that's who be saying that dumb shit, sluts and thoughts.
Yeah, because the way y'all talking, that ain't what I be reading.
Fuck no, they ain't
that ain't
what
what
I
I be
read. That
reading.
nigga ain't
True.
shit.
She must not really like him like that or something. I don't know. But if she in
He don't
love,
show
and
That's
that
get
all
right
he
now.
showed up with?
It's the action. It's the fact you on your knees and you.
But
you
I mean, we're
committing
also
to
in
me.
a show me generation where it didn't happen. If you didn't show me, then it didn't happen, kind of
But
thing.
that's the
So,
different in generations. I'm still in the millennials, so maybe for them young Generation Z bitches, but not for me.
Oh, no, no.
I'm
yo-
sorry.
you
Ring
really
pop
felt.
me,
Nah,
baby.
yo-
For real.
Nah, them millennials got y'all out here bad than the motherfucker.
I'm a millennial. So
I
don't
said,
group me
not
with
you.
them.
I'm the top end of the
I'm
millennial.
millennial. Them bitches is Generation Z. I ain't got nothing to do with the 30 to 90s babies. And we're millennials. The rest of these little Tatianas, Z, X, Y.
How to be honest.
I don't know. What the fuck is 80s? Like, I'm 80. I'm
You
literally
a
80.
80s baby.
I was
I'm a
I'm an
millennial.
80s baby.
No. They
No,
come
he's
after.
not a
you.
Millennial. I thought millennials were
Genera-
2000s.
That's no. Millennials is the 90s to the 2000s. Now,
No.
2010.
I wanna say
and
it's like
20
84.
2010
I'm
is
telling you.
Generation Z.
All right, wait. Let's
trying to
get
tell
some
you.
behind the
Telling
scenes.
Look it
Yeah.
up.
So
Look it up.
what's considered
I
a
know my
millennial?
Millennials is in the 80s. I'm the
Really?
top
In the 80s.
10.
I'm
It
actually
is.
Okay.
80. When
I'm
I say
telling
80,
you.
I'm an 80 baby. Born in 1980.
I was
Y'all
born in
kind of millennials,
81.
but not really.
Nah, shit, no
Y'all
way.
backs be hurting and shit.
I was about to
GG.
They
say,
backs be hurting. They be coming here like, another show.
Really? This what we gonna rap this
Another
shit?
show. We got another show.
Oh,
GG.
newscast ass nigga.
You can get CEO on aisle 9 in the grocery store, so I ain't worried about it. You
You can catch me on air aisle in the fucking grocery store. I do my online shopping. My wife does it. Walmart, baby.
Hey, we're gonna get Julio's wife here one day.
We have to
We
get
We
this
have
on.
to.
to.
I don't
We
have
have
to
to.
speak to her. The ladies just need to talk to
Please,
her.
please.
Listen, what's her
That would
name?
be a great
Tasha.
show.
Miss Tasha.
Yes,
Queen
Miss
Tasha.
Tasha.
We need you on here.
Yes.
That would be
I don't know
great.
what
Oh.
day works for you.
Let us know,
One
sis.
Monday.
Yes.
We need you to show up.
That would be
The
great.
ladies have questions
Yes.
for you. I'm asking you that right now. That's our time for the day, y'all. Welcome
What?
back, ladies.
I just got here.
I know. We miss you guys. Actually, miss all of y'all.
Damn. Just
David
got
went
here,
out,
guys.
came back in like, all right, nigga.
All right,
you actually
y'all.
four.
Look,
You ain't paid, but this month.
Right.
wrap it
Oh,
up, sweetie.
shit.
Wrap it up, sweetie.
That's our
you
time
were
for the
back
day. yo.
home to work.
Yep.
Dope.
Yep.
Look at,
So
look at
I
Gigi
went,
traveling.
man, I worked Tyler Perry for 2 days, right?
Okay.
Name
Wednesday,
dropper.
Thursday, Friday, streets.
Mm.
Saturday, Dayton, Ohio, the host. Back home. Back
Look
to
at
the
you.
grind.
Look
You
at
just
that.
grinding. Let me
Yeah.
hold
I'm
your
about to go to
money
play
for
practice
you.
after this. You know what
Huh?
I'm saying? So I'm about
Yes.
to go to stage play practice. We got a play coming up May 8th. I'll send y'all some details. Maybe not. I don't know. This is a hood play. But I'm excited
Hood
to be a
plays look
part.
good.
It's so lit. Yeah, it's lit. So I'll see y'all some
yes,
love.
Hey, what's your Instagram,
Let you guys
Gigi?
know. JIGI_DENIRO, baby. Follow back. I won't bite.
Tiffany.
And I am Tiffany Feliciano. You can follow me on IG at TIFFANYFELICIANO.
And for the black people, how they say it. Felicia knows.
Felicia No.
Ain't no fucking way I remember all that.
Yes, right.
That's
but
why
if
you
you
gotta
put
say-
Felicia No, literally spell
Oh, my
Felicia
gosh.
No.
No.
Put it together.
That's funny.
And y'all can follow me at JULIOATL_bitch on every piece of social media.
It's not, bitch.
Hold on. That's my
It's definitely not, bitch,
Look at
guys.
that nigga's
Living life on the
Instagram.
edge, eh?
Nah, JULIOATL_.
Your merchandise is gonna need to go back a little bit. That ain't what I put on there.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
my
This motherfucker been hanging out in his oasis a little
Right.
bit too much now.
Little
So
What
back.
is an oasis, right quick? What is he
What is
got?
an oasis?
Me, it's a place where of like a
Peace.
zen for us. Yeah,
Okay.
peace. Place we can just
His
get back there,
backyard,
chill,
yeah.
relax, and it's still not done. But it's good enough
love
right
it.
now.
I love it. So yeah, I've been IG stalking, or all of us have really
We
been
have.
IG stalking him.
Facebook.
And recently,
he is on Facebook.
I see
recently
Facebook.
his son. It was his son's birthday, and they were all outside and things like that. But his yard looks amazing, and it's
Yes.
their oasis. And
Yes.
Julio's
I
sons
commend
look
We
it.
like
love
they
it,
getting
Julio.
older, man.
When
They
we
look
gonna
like
get the invite?
they look like they might try Julio soon.
Well, I handed out an invite. I got stood up.
And that's
Oh,
my bad.
not with
Hold
me.
on.
Oh, I didn't get
no,
that.
it was
Not
me.
with me.
No, he did invite me and the girls.
He
He
said,
did invite me and the
"Gigi ain't
girls
got
to a
no
birthday
kids."
party.
Oh.
See how that treat
It was to the
mother-
party.
kidless people?
Don't do that.
See
This
how
one-
they discriminate against kids?
This wasn't a CO show invite. This was only
Right.
a
It was
Tiffany
who
invite
got
with her
the
dog.
kids?
Yeah, I knew it had to be kids. It's
It
nothing
had to
against
be
y'all.
kids. No, but my Saturday
We could
really
have
did get
found
away with
somebody
it.
kids.
I just say y'all could have borrowed mine.
Exactly.
Shit.
Could have borrowed someone's kids.
You weren't even in the state, man.
Okay.
And I'm at the.co.show. Again, that's at the.co.show. That's our time for the day, y'all. We'll catch you next week. We out.
Peace.